Hi yogis, and welcome to Beyond Body with Abigail. Today's practice is a self-care practice. Yes, we're going to be flowing for ourselves. I invite you to grab your pillow, your cushions or your blocks, get your mats, and let's get going. Hi yogis. Welcome to Beyond Body with myself, Abigail. It's an absolute pleasure to be practicing with you today. Today's practice, we're going to focus on self-care. It's not going to be a difficult practice. I invite you to go as far as you want, to hold back as much as you need to, just to settle in to this time with yourself. Let's begin in easy seated pose. Close your eyes and tune in. Tune in with a thought that arises in your mind. Tune in with your body. Notice any discomfort as you sit here. And I give you a couple of moments to settle in, wiggle around, find a pillow, find a block, anything you need to, just to be in your comfort space. If it means you need to change your legs and cross your shins, whatever you need to do, please do this. And as you start to breathe consciously, feel what it feels like. Just to feel the breath. Maybe today your breath is audible. If you have music playing in the background, or if you hear music playing in the background, maybe even focus in, zone in on that. Become aware of your senses. What's the closest thing you can hear? What's the furthest thing you can hear? What's the closest thing you can touch? What's the closest thing you can taste? What's the first thing that comes up when I tell you to think of something? Who is the first person you think of if I had to tell you to think of someone? What's the closest thing you can smell? What's the furthest thing you can smell? Keeping that in mind, can you take a deep breath through your nose? Hold it at the top and breathe out through the nose. On your next inhalation, bring your hands above your head. Just moving the fingertips, wiggling the fingertips, and feeling that vibration going down towards the armpit. Now drop your left arm down, grab a hold of your head and pull your head down to the side. Drop your right hand up, lift your left hand up, and continue this stretch all the way over to the side. As you press into that left hip, lengthen the fingertips away from you. Now take your top hand, place it on the floor, maybe look down to the mat. Come back to center, open your heart, open your chest, lengthen out your arms, Left hand on top of the right. Give yourself a big hug. Drop your chin to your heart. Keep the left hand on top of the right. Turn your palms face in. Bring your hands together. Press your palms into each other. Feel the stretch along the shoulder blades. Now bring the fingertips down and up. As if in a reverse eagle pose. So your palms are still pressing against each other. If this is too tricky at this point, you can bring your palms together. Otherwise, keep the grip. Release. Fingertips back up to the sky. Begin to wiggle your fingertips again, feeling the vibration all the way down towards your armpits. Now drop the right hand down. Take the head and pull it to the side. Feeling that stretch all the way along the ear, down the shoulder, down the arm. Drop the hand, lift the right hand up to the sky, side bend. Soften the face, relax the knees, and send the fingertips away from the body. Drop that top hand down to the floor, look forward onto your mat. Feel the stretch along the back side body. Come back to center. Open your chest, open your arms. Reach as if you're trying to pull or reach for something on a far tabletop. Now right hand on top of left. Give yourself a big hug. Squeeze your shoulders, drop your chin. Release your hands, palm facing each other. Press your palms in towards each other to feel that stretch along the upper back, along the shoulders, chin up. Palm comes down. Press your palms into each other into a reverse eagle. Release fingertips up. This time, wiggle your fingertips again. Make a fist and release. Make another fist and release. Bring your fingertips to clasp and flip your wrist palms up to the sky. This time, please join me by lifting your shoulders as high as you can. And exhale, release your shoulders down. One more inhale, lift your shoulders up. I want you to feel as if someone's pulling you and you're almost levitating off the ground. Exhale, release. Once more, inhale, lift the arms up. Pull your shoulders up towards your earlobes. Now drop your chin. Lean over your tailbone. Press your palms forward. Stretch the back of your neck all the way down to your tailbone. With this motion, step your feet up onto the ground. Grab a hold of your knees on the front. Keep leaning further back. Feel the stretch. Coming back up, hands on the floor. Drop your knees side to side, bringing gentle movement into the lower body. Feeling that stretch along the hips, along the glutes. 4 more here for 4, 3, 2 more, and last one. We're going to meet in a tabletop position. So wiggle yourself around. Settle yourself in the center of your mat. And for a couple of moments here, just play with your weight placement in your fingertips, in the palms of your hands, spreading your fingertips as much as you can. And I would like to invite you to tuck your toes under and play here with your body weight. You can either circle clockwise, anti-clockwise. I'll mention a couple of examples. Otherwise, please feel free, be creative with the way you move. Maybe sit back onto your heels. Maybe dip forward into cow, looking up. You can make a figure of 8 with your tail. Taking that movement all the way into the neck. Bringing some organic, free movement into the body here. If you are where you're at today and you feel like you need to stay still, you're welcome to stay still. Tuning in with the mind, the breath, the body. And once you've settled in, you've wiggled your spine, tuck your toes under and lift your knees.
Coming into the down dog now. Maybe this is your first down dog for the day. Maybe it's your fourth down dog for the day. Check in with your heels. Try your best to squeeze them against the mat. What I usually tell my students is to lift their toes. That really activates the front of your knees. Press the base of your palms into the floor. And I really want you to press the floor down as if you're trying to push a ceiling away from your head. Press into your heels, press into your hands. Maybe lift your fingertips and lift your toes by pressing into the heels and to the heels of the hands and the heels of your feet. Now release your fingertips, release your toes onto the floor. Bring your heels off the mat onto your high tippy toes, just like a ballerina, and drop your heels down. One more, just like so. Lift the heels as high as you can. Now bend your knees towards the mat. We're going to go into a cow pose. Lift the chin up. Drop the belly to the floor. Lift the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, cat. Chin to your heart. Tailbone towards the forehead. Doming the spine, pressing into the palms of your hands. Coming back to center, lift the hips high. We're going to go into a down dog again. So that's going to be our little variation. Lift the heels for 1. Drop the heels for 2. Lift the heels for 3. Into cow pose for 4. Cat pose for 5. Center for 6. Hips and heels down to the floor for 8. For 7 and 8. Let's do that. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Center, 6. Slowly into down dog. 7. Settle, 8. We'll do 2 more rounds, just like so. Lift the heels. 1. Drop the heels. 2. Lift the heels. 3. Drop the knees. Cow pose. 4. Cat. 5. Center. 6. Down dog. 7. 8. One more round. Lift the heels. 1. Down. 2. Lift the heels. 3. Cow pose, 4. Cat pose, 5. Center, 6. Down dog for 7. 8. Now let's do those in 4 counts. Here we go. Up, down, up. Move in for meow. Center, down dog, lift the heels. 1 and down, up, down, cow, cat, center, down dog. Once more, up, down, up, cow, cat, center, and we settle in down dog. Walk your dog down. Walk your dog out, You can walk him down and out. Breathing through your nose, soften the space. Maybe let's do an audible breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the vibration in your face. Let's try that once more. Breathe in, breathe out. Very good. Settling in your down dog. Bring your feet together. We're going to lift the left leg up to the sky and open the hip. And here I just want you to play around, stretching and bending the knee, maybe rolling out the ankle. Take that right leg, step it forward into a runner's lunge, dropping the back knee
And we're going to come into a low crescent lunge. Arms reach up to the sky. Release the hips towards the front heel. Now we're going to go in a half splits. Fingertips onto the floor. Push back. Flex the front foot. Toes up to the ceiling. Keep your gaze forward to the front edge of your mat. Drop the front foot. Tuck the back toes. High crescent lunge. Now check in with your crescent lunge. The back toes are lifted as high as possible. You're lifting that kneecap. You're squeezing the glutes and you're dropping the hips and lifting the arms up to the sky for 4 breaths. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. Last breath. Place the hands on the floor. Step your feet back into a plank. Now drop your knees and tuck your toes. And we're going to go into Anahatasana. Drop the chin down, the chest down to the floor. Keep your elbows towards the center of your back. Now slither yourself forward into a King Cobra pose, keeping the toes on the floor. Elbows softly bent. Lift the chin. Squeeze your glutes. Drop your chin. Push back into a down dog. We're going to repeat that all on the other side. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and roll out your ankle. Maybe stretch or bend the leg. Just settling into the space. Now from here, bring your knee towards your chest. Look forward and step the foot in the middle of the gap of your hands. Drop the back knee and let's meet in low crescent lunge. Arms reaching up. Drop the hands. Lift the front toes. Half splits. Now for half splits, you really want to lift that front toes up to the sky. And you want to stick your butt back. Stretching the lower spine. Drop the front foot. Tuck the back toes under. We meet in high crescent. Checking in with the back foot here. You want to be on high on tippy toes, pulling up the thighs, squeezing the glutes, lifting your arms up to the sky. Hold for 4. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Place your hands back onto the ground. Step back into a plank. Drop your knees and tuck your toes, chest and chin down to the floor. Slithering forward into King Cobra, softening the elbows, squeezing the glutes, keeping your toes onto the ground, chin up. Push back, down dog. We're going to repeat that series once on the left again and once on the right. Stay here for 4 breaths. 2 more breaths here. Last breath. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Open that hip. Bring the heel towards your sitting bone. Flex and point your toes. Maybe straighten the knee and bend. Let's do that. Flex and point. Straighten the knee and bend. Now bring the knee towards your forehead, shifting your weight towards your fingertips, and step the foot forward. Meeting in a low lunge with your heel on the ground, lifting the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hands. Lift the toes. Now this time we're going to add a mini variation. You're going to swing that left arm up, all the way up to the sky, getting a nice IT band stretch on the left side. Take it all the way forward. Fingertips on the ground, tuck the back toes under. High lunge. A little variation here. We're going to open that right heel, meeting in warrior 2. Stretching that front leg and bending it. Yes, so we're working into a bit of a mobility here, just working into the kneecap and into hip. If you wish to add an expression, you can lift the arms up when you stretch the legs and open them out into a T shape when you bend. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Once more, inhale, lift. And exhale down. Bring your right arm, your back arm over, flipping onto the back toes, fingertips down on the floor, plank position. Now you can either drop your knees, your chest and your chin, or you can join me, go down into a chaturanga. Keep the hips off the floor, untuck the toes, upward facing dog, chin slightly lifted, squeezing the elbows in, squeezing the glutes. Tuck the chin, push back, down dog. Let's immediately go to the other side. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, point the toes. Flex the toes. Point the toes. Stretch the knee. Bend the knee. Flex the toes. Point the toes. One more. Stretch the knee. Bend the knee. Flex the toes. Point the toes. Now shift your weight forward, bringing your knee towards your forehead, shifting your shoulders towards your fingertips, and step that foot in between the gap. Drop the back knee down, crescent moon. Swinging your arms forward, placing the left hand on the ground, swing that right hand around, stretching for the back wall, feeling that nice stretch along the IT band all the way towards the hip, reaching the arm back. Over the head, place the hand on the ground, lift the back heel, and come into high crescent. Pulling up the back leg, squeezing the glutes, making sure that your front knee is on top of the front heel. And from here, we're going to open into warrior two. I got it right this time. Keeping that front knee bent over the knee, over the heel. Keeping the fingertips pointing forward. Now we're going to inhale to lift. Exhale, bend the front leg. Add the arms if you wish. Inhale, lift. Draw big circles with your arms. Exhale, letter T. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Creating that heat. Exhale, down. Take the back hand over. Swing it over. Let's meet in plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows into the side. Inhale, lift. Upward facing dog. Drop the chin. Push back. Down dog. Five breaths here. Two more breaths here. I'm going to add one more little flow. Let's start by bringing your knees down to the floor, child's pose, untucking the toes and sending your hips towards your heels. Stretching your fingertips forward, cupping your fingertips, and bringing your chin down to the floor. If this is too much on your neck, you can bring your forehead down to the floor. Now walk your fingertips back towards your ears. Press into your fingers, into your hands, and bring yourself up to a seated position. Now from here, we're going to do one little flow. We're going to start by swinging the arms back as you sit up, all the way back. We're going to bring the hands together, cave the spine as you release your hips a little bit towards your heels, bringing your hands over your head. We're going to take it up, swan dive forward, place the hands on the floor, tuck the toes under, press back, down dog. You're going to take your right leg up, you're going to make a big circle. 1. You're going to bend the knee, but when you bend your knee, you're going to keep your hips level to the ground, look forward, and hop forward onto that right leg. We're going to bring that knee in towards the chest. Keep that right leg nice and soft in towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale back. One more. Inhale. Exhale back.
reach that foot back, drop the foot down. We're going to meet in warrior one. So your back foot, your left foot is turned out towards 10 o'clock. Your right leg is pointing forward, arms reach up to the sky, bending into that front leg. Reverse that, so a humble warrior, but a variation of one humble warrior. Bring your hands behind your back, stretch the front leg, and reaching your chest forward. So you have a nice tabletop shape from the top of your head to your tailbone, stretching the front leg and stretching the back leg. From here, swing the arms up, lift the back heel. Inhale, exhale, place the hands on the ground into plank. Drop the knees, the chest and the chin down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, down dog. And we're going to start that all from the top. So bend your knees, come into a child's pose. Walk your fingertips forward, cupping your fingertips on the ground. 2 breaths here. Walk your hands towards your face, pushing up. Knees come together. We're going to inhale to lift. Exhale, pull your hips back, arms towards your face. Prayer position above your head. Swan dive forward, placing the hands on the floor. Tuck the back toes under into down dog. 2 circles with the left leg. 1 and 2. Bring that heel towards the butt. Keep the hips level to the ground. Bring the knee forward. As you step that foot in between the gap, coming into warrior one. Inhale. Arms swing down, clasp your hands behind your back. Stretch the front legs, squeeze your muscles towards your bones, and forward fold. I encourage you to keep a flat spine here. We don't want to go past that point. I want you to create a straight line from the top of your head to your hips. And wherever you have, now bring your left butt cheek in line with your big toe. Don't stick it out, yeah? Bring it in line with your big toe. Wrap the back thigh of that right leg. Bend the front leg. Let's meet in warrior one. Lift the back heel up. Crescent lunge. Plant the hands. Push into plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push back. Drop the knees. Child's pose. We're going to add on and speed up. Hands walk back towards the face. And sit up. Swinging the arms back as you lift your hips. Bring your hands together, arms up towards the sky. Drop your hips, engage your core. Arms swing all the way around forward as you dive your hands onto the ground. Tuck your back toes under, down dog. 2 circles with the right leg. 1, 2. Bend the knee. Hips level to the ground. Look forward. This time we're going to bring the knee towards the right elbow. Knee towards the right wrist. Knee towards the left wrist. Knee towards the left elbow. We're drawing a little square. Knee towards the right elbow. Let's do one more square. Down, towards the left, up, and towards the right. Now flex your foot, step that foot in between the gap. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back, stretch the front leg. Top of your head reaches away, tailbone reaches away. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step your foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift, upward facing dog. Tuck the chin, push back, down dog. Bend the knees, drop the knees down, child's pose. Cupping the fingertips on the ground. Walk the hands back towards the ears. Shift your spine back to neutral. And one more round. Swing the arms forward as you lift. Palms come together. Bend the elbows. Tuck the tailbone. Lean back. Swing the arms forward again as you dive forward. Place the hands on the ground. Tuck the toes under. Down dog. 2 circles with the right leg up. Out. And down with the left leg. Up. Out. And round. Bend the knee. Keep the hips level to the earth. Shift your weight forward. Knee towards the left elbow. Down towards the left wrist. Across towards the right wrist. Up to the right elbow. And across to the left. Let's draw one more square. Take it down. And across. Up. And across. Now flex that foot, look forward, press into the hands, step the foot between the hands. Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale. Forward bend. Squeeze the palms of your hands together. Pull up the muscles in your legs. Inhale, crescent moon. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank. Knee, chest to chin, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Push back, down dog. 5 breaths here. In and out through the nose. 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Now from here, let's go back to the beginning of the class where we did that series where we lift the heels for 1. And down 2. Up 3, lift the heels. Drop the knee, cow 4. Exhale, cat 5. Center 6. Press into the hands, into the heels, down dog. Once more, just like that. Lift the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Press the hands into the floor. Bend your knees, look forward. Hop with the left foot forward. Bring the right foot together. Inhale, lift the arms up, all the way up, high mountain. Samastitihi, prayer hands towards the chest. Once more, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Knees, chest, chin down to the floor or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. Take 2 breaths here. Look forward. Bend your left leg, bend your right leg. So your left foot is off the mat. You're going to step or jump forward, lift that right leg off. Now keep your fingertips on the floor. You're going to bring your knees to your chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, knee towards the chest and exhale. Inhale, lift the knee towards the chest and exhale. Step the foot back, chaturanga or knee, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. Same on the other side. Lift the right heel towards the butt. Bend the left knee towards the mat. Look forward. Now hop that right foot in between the hands. Keep the back leg lifted. Knee comes in. Inhale. Exhale, expand. Maybe this time you want to float your hands off the mat. Inhale.
Stay low, center of gravity. Exhale, lengthen that leg out. One more just like so. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. Anchor into that standing leg. Hands down onto the floor, step back, plank. Exhale, flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Push back, down dog. This time look forward. Bend both knees. Hop both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, roll through the spine. Arms swing all the way up. High mountain. Samastitihi. Falling forward, hands onto the floor, bend your knees, look forward. Press into your hands. Maybe this time you're going to hop. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. This time we're going to push back, knees onto the floor. Child's pose. We're going to do a little back bending twist series. So walk your hands towards your ears and press your chest up. So your heels and your butt cheeks are touching. Now lift your left hand up. Keep looking down towards the mat. Open that left shoulder. Reach the left fingertips back and thread the needle. Bring that hand towards the floor. Keep that right hand where it is. Press the right hand into the floor so you get a nice upper body twist while trying to anchor both butt cheeks on your heels. Now press the left hand into the ground. Swing the right hand around to behind you where your toes are. Press your hips up towards the sky. A little back bend. Arms up and back. Feeling that stretch along the front body. Hand down to the floor. Replace that right hand over the head onto the ground. And coming back to center. Starting off with a child's pose, cupping the fingertips, relaxing the forehead on the mat. And walking your hands back towards your cheeks. And pressing yourself back up to neutral. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So right hand reaches back, open the chest. Anchor the hips, but rotate in the shoulders. Reaching the right hand back and far away from you. Thread the needle, right hand reaches in the gap, palm flat on the floor. Press with your left fingertips into the ground, twisting in the upper body while anchoring the glutes down on the heels. Now take that left hand around, press into the right hand, put the back hand down, press your hips up, right hand reaches up, hips push forward. A little twist and a back bend. Coming back towards the mat, right hand down, left hand swings over, the right hand reaches forward into a child's pose. This time release the palms facing up. Feeling how your nervous system relaxes with your forehead supported on the ground. Walk your hands back towards your chin, your ears, and push yourself back up to seated. Swing your legs around and stretch your legs out to the front of your mat. Seated forward fold. So I want you to bring your legs into a nice narrow V, not touching, not too wide, just towards the corners of your mat. And I want you to relax your forehead down. Go as far as you can. There's nothing active about this pose. Everything is passive. Release your toes. It's as if you've taken a shavasana and you fold it in half. Everything is really relaxed. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Now from here, bring your hands behind you by your side body and just shift your weight forward halfway. Reach your hands forward and curling through the spine all the way down with your shoulders on the mat. Now bring your knees up towards your shoulders. With peace fingers, grab your toes. And we're just going to rock in child's pose, not child's pose, happy baby. Side to side, massaging the lower spine, releasing any tension you may hold in your hips, softening your shoulders. If this is causing you discomfort, please go ahead and grab lower down. We want to feel a sense of relaxation, a sense of calmness in these stretches. If you're not feeling calm, your body and your brain starts to rush, and that's completely doing the opposite. We want to achieve a sense of calm in our asanas. Bring your feet together and place your feet on the ground. Hands reaching towards your knees, palms facing up. And you're going to close your left knee on top of your right knee, as if you're closing a book. And then open the book. And you're going to do the same on the other side. Close your right knee on top of your left and open the book. Once more on the other side. And open. And last time, close the right knee on top of the left and open. Step your feet onto the mat, knees pointing up to the sky. Bring your knees towards your chest and give yourself a little cuddle. Maybe pull your chin up towards your chest. And gratitude of this beautiful body that we have that serves us every single day of our lives. Squeeze, create a bit of tension in all the muscles of your body. Squeeze. And finally relax your body down into Shavasana. Palms up to the sky, relaxing your feet, release any tension that you might hold anywhere in your body. Today I'd like to invite you to do you. We bend so we don't break. We fold and we mold. We are capable more than we can imagine, as long as we have the willingness to show up. If Shavasana today for you is to run a long bath with a glass of wine, please feel free to do that. If Shavasana for you is to actually take this posture to your bedroom and lying down on your couch or on your bed, on your mattress, please do you. If Shavasana today is you grabbing your pillow and your blanket and coming back to this space and continuing to stay in this presence, I invite you to do just that. Thank you for showing up for yourself firstly, and thank you for showing up to enjoy this session with me today. It was my absolute pleasure. Namaste.